Hey guys, Kevin here with Applied Defense Concepts and ADC Training. Really excited to show you guys our version 2 holster for the Flux Raider MP17. So here we go, version 2. It is a lot faster to make than our version 1. Our version 1 was completely handmade using spacers and all sorts of other magical things I don't understand, and the lead time on them just took a lot longer. And as you can tell, the lines on our version 2 are just much crisper because it's a much more exact process. Really excited about that. But just like the version 1, our version 2 still comes with a Safariland QLS mounting fork for all your mounting needs. And on the inside, unlike version 1, you have a universal mounting pattern. So now this can use the G Code adapters, Blackhawk adapters, and of course the Safariland adapters as well. I'm sure you guys are noticing the secure strap that we've added on. This comes with every single holster, but it's removable. You can just unscrew it if you don't like it. But the reason why I like them is because if you're gonna be mounting this in a vehicle especially and you get bumped, your Raider does not become a projectile. So you can now mount this on the dash or below the legs, wherever you want, and it's going to stay in one place and not bump around if you get bumped. It's also just good for general retention, so you can still pop this off and get it out. But if you choose to just remove this, the holster has great retention on its own, and the screw here and the screw here are good for adjusting that retention level and that tightness. But it doesn't need this to stay in the holster, which is pretty cool. Lead times on our version 2 are going to be shorter than the version 1. However, most of the parts on this holster are still hand done, so there's going to be a little bit of a wait time in processing for shipping and just making sure this gets to you. It is going to be available in multiple colors just like last time, including things like this awesome Rhodesian breaststroke. We also have all the multicam patterns, and if there is a pattern that you don't see on the site, our guy at Pagan Kydex, Stu, is awesome at finding the Kydex pattern. It's just a little bit of an extra cost, but they can make it for you in the exact color and pattern you want. So let's talk about options and lights. We have one mold currently that works with a plethora of different lights. The ones we've tested are the Modlite PL350, the Surefire X300 and X300A, and the Streamlight TLR-A. I believe we've also done the Olight Balder lights as well, but they all work together, and this also works without any light on it at all. So if you're running your Raider slick, it's still gonna work and have the same kind of retention, and you're not gonna have any issues. It may work with other light systems, but we haven't tested them yet. We're in the process after this first launch of hopefully getting more molds made for different lights. So if you have something that's a little more niche, you can probably get them made. Definitely reach out to Stu on the site. You'll see his email address if you have any questions about lights. He can make group orders and special orders for additional costs. Currently, we are offering the holster to work with a plethora of tactical development accessories. As you can see on my Raider, I have a ripstick and a forward operating pedal, all done by the same company. Currently, the ripstick is only available in a right-handed version, so that's going to be with it on the left-hand side. We're in development with a new mold that can work with the QLS fork with that groove on the side. So that's going to take a little bit of time, but we're working on it, and we'll have a left-handed version in the future. But if you are running a pedal, it can be done on left or right, so just keep that in mind. We are also working on getting a mold made for the F10 top charging handle, also made by the same company. So that should be coming out in the near future. We're really excited about that. If you're running a compensator on your Raider, our holster will work with your gun. Just keep in mind that the longest we've tested it is with a full-sized slide, and I think this is a PMM comp, so it's like 1.25 inches. That's about the longest we have tested. So if you have an extra long compensator, it's probably not going to work, but you can have a shorter slide and a longer compensator, and so as long as it reaches about just past the chassis itself, it'll fit the holster just fine. Officially, guys, we're looking to launch this weekend for our version 2s. They are going to be made to order, so just put your order in. If you are already on our email list, you'll automatically be notified when they come in stock. We're thinking probably this Friday we're going to go ahead and launch, and this comes out to, for normal colors, $165 plus shipping. If you're using a pattern like multicam or brushstroke, it's going to be probably $188 to $190. I think we agreed on $188 plus shipping. So with everything included, we think that's a pretty good deal. As of right now, they are all going to be closed at the end, so they are not suppressor compatible. But overall, we're just extremely excited about this release, guys, so stay tuned. The links to the site are going to be down below.